Well, we're out here in the kitchen and we're going to have a great time because we're cooking. Now, I'm not cooking because if I were, we'd be in a mess because she never cooks on high. So we're not even cooking, actually. Cooking.
No, we're preparing
We're
food.
preparing, we're making
Live food.
live food.
Living food.
Living food you can't heat, right?
Right. Well, you can use a dehydrator and you can heat things up to 115. After that, you start to kill the enzymes in our food. And since we want to keep the enzymes, we want live food. We want food to nourish us. Food is good, right? I mean, I love to eat. I'm Italian. I like good, tasty food. I was brought up, or some of my favorite times were around the table with all my relatives or my parents and my sister. And so, but we want the food to love us. So we might love food, but the food we're eating is not loving us. So this is what we're going to do.
Killing us, some of it.
It's killing us, and that's an understatement because we have the highest rate of obesity in childhood obesity, adult obesity, diabetes in children and adults, more than we've ever had. So every disease right now is off the charts. So it's time to take our health back. It's time to add some good foods.
Well, chocolate. I am a Godiva lover. I'm sorry. I love Godiva so much. I could eat a whole box.
Well, and I can
and have.
Yeah, and it's easy too because when you eat one, it spikes your insulin, and your body says, "Give me more. Give me more. I need more sugar. I need more sugar." That's why. So if you eat chocolate, it isn't so full of processed sugar and processed everything else, then you will be more satiated and you'll get your chocolate and some minerals, because I'm going to teach you how to do that today.
Well, let's go ahead and make
All
it.
right.
What's the first thing you're making?
All girls have to have chocolate.
Chocolate.
All right. So first thing we're going to do, and this is so simple, so nobody after this show can tell me that making healthy food takes a long time. So Mama Venus here is going to show you how to make spicy brownie truffles. So we're going to take 3 cups of organic walnuts, and all these recipes you can find on my website, and we're going to grind them down to a powder. And today is going to be a miracle day, and I will work the processor. Watch. Yay! All right, so we're going to ground this down. Walnuts are so high in omega-3 fats that are so good for your whole body, your joints, your heart, your skin. Most everybody is lacking in omega-3. So a 1/4 cup of walnuts to a 1/2 cup of walnuts a day will give you your full amount of omega-3s that you need.
Now, they say black walnuts kill cancer cells. Is that right?
Well, black walnuts, which these are, you know, they help to reduce cancer cells. Yeah, so that's great. That's good to know. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add dates into this. These are medjool dates. They're very, very sweet, very succulent. And I left one here to show you how to take out the pit. But I guess my very, very
wonderful
helpers took it out for me. So all you do is open them up, take out the pit, because you don't want to break a tooth. So see these succulent, beautiful things? They're very high in fiber. That's another thing about living food. It's really high in fiber. So you go to the bathroom. You've got to go to the bathroom. Poop is important. You've got to put it in and it's got to come out.
Now, how many times a day should you do that?
Well, there's different rules of, you know, or thought on that. But I think that you should go every 12 hours at least. So at least twice a day. Some people go after every meal. I mean, animals go after every meal. Yeah. But they have a lot shorter intestinal tract than we do. But we need to go to the bathroom and not rabbit poop. We've got to really go to the bathroom. All right? So this is very important.
Really good things to talk about while we're cooking.
Yes, but you know what? We got to get the fiber. We got to get the junk that goes in. It's got to go out. This is full of magnesium, and almost everybody is deficient in magnesium. These are just so amazing. There's so much in here. I could talk about dates forever. These are not a processed sugar. They're a good sugar for you. So we're going to get this running. And I like to just put them in 1 or 2 at a time. They're very sticky until this gets a really nice dough. Now the thing about live food is that it keeps its nutrients, and we're not putting processed sugar in here. Americans eat on an average now 178 pounds of processed sugar a year. Well, we wonder why diabetes and obesity is so prevalent. And before World War II, it was about 40 pounds of sugar. Processed sugar feeds cancer cells. Cancer loves sugar. And so even a person with cancer would not eat this, but this is a great preventative, and it's also just safe. So now I don't have cancer anymore. This would be a go-to snack. So the next thing we're going to put in is vanilla. This is organic vanilla. We're going to put in 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Maple syrup, again, is not a processed sugar. It comes from a tree. It's sap. It has minerals in it. And we're always lacking in minerals. So let's get as many foods that have minerals in them as we can. Now, we're going to put a pinch of salt. Salt brings out the sweetness.
And now that's Himalayan salt.
This is Himalayan salt
it's
right there.
Here. And this is pink.
It's pink because it's a quartz hard salt that is actually pink, and they grind it down. This is so full of minerals.
Great minerals, right?
Great minerals. All the minerals.
That's what we should be
fabulous.
cooking with the...
So what the salt you don't want to eat is table salt. It's been heated. It's actually toxic to the body. This actually helps the body. In fact, first thing in the morning every day, I take Himalayan salt, water, lemon, and apple cider vinegar, because salt is the oldest homeopathic remedy there is. It actually helps with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt a day will help.
What was this you just put in?
Water. I'm going to talk about it in just a minute. The homeopathic remedy for allergies. So the chocolate I put in is raw cacao. So it's not cocoa, it's cacao, and it has not been heated. So all the minerals, all the protein, all the fiber, the iron, the vitamin C, everything is still in this product. And we're going to have our chocolate and eat, and eat it too. We're going to have our cake and eat it too. So now we're just going to process this up until it gets into a dough, and then we're going to roll them, and then we're going to roll them in cinnamon and cayenne pepper. Now tell me, people at home, does this look hard?
No.
This is not hard.
You just have to have that mixer.
This is a food processor.
Food processor.
So we can do
you
that.
Tell I'm a cook.
So now what we have here.
Did you put your cayenne
I
in
haven't yet. Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to. I know you're a spicy woman.
I
know you like spicy because I'm spicy.
Do.
I love spice. So we're going to put, we have a tablespoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon is great. It lowers your blood sugar. So it's a fabulous spice. Then we're going to put in a little cayenne because these are spicy or Mexican type truffles. So we're going to do 1/8 teaspoon. And if you like it even spicier, add more. Okay? And we're just going to put that in there. And then we're going to kind of just
stir it up.
Yeah, stir it up.
All right.
I know everybody makes fun of me, but I talk about poop a lot. All right, because we got a problem if you can't get those toxins out. So we're going to roll these in a ball. Again, how simple is that? We're going to just roll them in the cinnamon and cayenne, and we're going to put them in here. Now, you can go ahead and eat them right now, but we're going to put them into the freezer for a little while as we make other foods so that they really set up and they get a nice, firm texture. So
now,
what do you think about that?
I ate one raw once before, and it's like cookie dough, but I really like them when they're hard.
Yes.
And so, well, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a song while she keeps rolling, and we'll come back making some cold soup.
We're going to make a spaccio.
A spaccio.
Because we're going to get a lot of vegetables in our diet today.
All right. We'll be right back.
Right.
Just
Mama Venus here.
Forget crying to the Lord, and the moment He met me there, oh well, opened up within my heart. I knew that I'd been Oh, the joy that sprung up in my soul, I still can't explain. Well, glory, glory, praise the Lord. Unspeakable joy has filled my soul. My sins are all forgiven, and my name's on heaven's roll. I've tried to count my blessings, but I cannot number them all. But all the joy just overflows when I recall. I stood upon the banks of an incrossable Red Sea. I watched my God part the waters and lead me to victory. I've been cast in the furnace of life where old Satan thought I'd die. But I came out of the fire shouting, for the Lord stood by my side. Well, glory, glory, praise the Lord. Unspeakable joy has filled my soul. My sins are all forgiven, and my name's on heaven's roll. I've tried to count my blessings, but I cannot number them all. But all the joy just overflows when I recall. There's joy unspeakable and full of glory. It's full of glory, full of glory. It is joy unspeakable and full of glory. Oh, that has never yet been told. Joy unspeakable and full of glory, full of glory, full of glory. It is joy unspeakable and full of glory. Oh, the joy just overflows when I recall. Well, glory, glory, praise the Lord. Unspeakable joy has filled my soul. My sins are all forgiven, and my name's on heaven's roll. I've tried to count my blessings, but I cannot number them all. But all the joy just overflows when I recall. It overflows. Joy just overflows when I recall. Unspeakable joy.
Well, we put the truffles in the refrigerator to get them hard. Now we're going to make a cold soup. Now, I have never heard of a cold soup till I met you. Because, you know, I always turn the burner on high, make it as hot as I can get it, because I
Right.
love hot soup.
Oh, yeah, I
and
do
you
too.
say, make it cold because it holds the vitamins, enzymes.
Well, and I love soup too. And in the winter, I like hot soup. I mean, everybody loves soup. It's comforting and all. But gazpacho was developed in Spain, and it's a great soup to have in the summer. But by not heating it, we're going to keep all the enzymes in it. And it's
All
just
the
full
good
of
food.
fiber and vitamins and minerals. So it's very tasty right now. Gardens are coming, you know, full of all the vegetables that you could use in this, right? So what I've done is we're first going to use tomatoes. Beautiful, wonderful, organic tomatoes. Now I've seeded these and cored them because we don't
Put the
want
seeds in.
we don't want it to be bitter, and sometimes that can make it bitter. Even when I make homemade tomato sauce, I will core and de-seed a lot of my tomatoes. Tomatoes are a beautiful, beautiful vegetable. They are, when they're in a raw state, they're actually alkaline. When they're cooked, they're acidic.
Oh, and you want to get
need
alkaline bodies.
Right, but you also need to eat these cooked too for the lycopene.
Okay.
All right? Lycopene is an amazing nutrient that's really good for the eyes. It also is very preventive in things like prostate cancer. So I'm going to show you how to core and cut a tomato. And we're going to use the Vitamix today. Vitamix is my favorite blender. I call it the lawnmower of blenders. It can literally grind up an avocado seed down to nothing. You'd never even know it was in there. So it's great for smoothies, for soups, for raw cheeses. I mean, hot soups, anything you can imagine, you can do in here.
You can even heat it up.
If you run it long enough, it becomes warm.
Well, no, they have a dial on this one.
Yeah, the new one. I have an older one.
Yeah, mine has a dial on where you can heat it up for soup.
Yeah, and the old one, you just run it, and after about 3 minutes, it becomes hot. So then you're going to just take your hands. You got to get into your food. You got to love your food in all aspects, you know?
I think you're wasting half of it. No.
You know what? I'm going to save this for you.
You are? Okay.
We'll dehydrate it and put it over some salad. Yes, but we don't want this to be bitter, right? I know. You're just giving me a hard time.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yes, you are, Miss Dorothy, but that's okay, because I love you.
Hey, hand me those and I'll put them in the refrigerator.
Yeah,
okay,
thank
Miss
you.
Teresa, just go ahead and put them in the refrigerator.
Next, we're going to put in cucumber. This is an organic cucumber, so we're going to keep the skin. If it's not organic, please peel it. And the reason why is cucumbers are one of the, there is a list called the Clean and Dirty 15, and you can go to ewg.org and find out which vegetables and fruits those are. The 15 dirty are the ones that you must eat organic, and cucumbers is one of them. So if it's not organic, just peel it. And why do we want to keep the skin? Because this skin is full of silicone, not the kind that are in breast implants, but the kind that help to build the collagen in between the cells of the skin. It helps to
make your
joints. Yeah, so it keeps your skin firm, it keeps your joints lubricated. Speaking, never mind, I'm not going to go into that. But we're going to just put this in here. I'm going to push it down a little bit, okay? Now we're going to put in some jalapeno for some kick. You can decide. Now the thing about your kitchen, right, Dorothy, is you do it how you want to be. How you want your kitchen to be. Be the ruler of your own kitchen. If you like it hotter, put in more. If you like it less, put in less. Then we're going to add salt and pepper. We're going to add an organic red bell pepper. These are definitely one of the dirty 15 that you should always get organic. Now, because it's getting a little full before I put anything else in.
The dirty 15
are the ones that you need to have organic.
Okay.
And that's on the website, ewg.org.
Okay.
And you can find it. I'm just giving myself some room here. Okay? Mm-hmm. Then we're going to add some fresh cilantro. Cilantro actually has been proven to kill cancer cells. So like all of these vegetables in here, I not only eat them in salads and make soups, but I also juice them. I use them in smoothies. And we're going to save some of this to garnish. Then we're going to put in some scallions. Scallions are not as hot or overpowering as your white or your red onions. But again, that's your, your flavor that you prefer. We're going to put in some lemon juice to brighten this up. Lemon is extremely alkaline. And then we're going to put in a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and it will just bring out the flavor. And I brought a bottle to show you. Apple cider vinegar has so many health benefits. It's very alkalizing. It helps the digestive tract. It just does so much. I could actually do a whole show on this. And this is a great brand, and it is very alkalizing. Also, you can put it in your, if you do buy canned beans, put a couple tablespoons in it while you're cooking them, and it'll take the gas out, or I should say the gas out of you. And then we're going to put some organic cold-pressed olive oil. And of course, garlic. Garlic should go in everything. Garlic is amazing for the immune system. And I just smash it. And the great thing about this Vitamix is I don't have to sit here and mince and cut up everything.
Isn't that great?
Because the Vitamix will do it itself. Where's my lid? There's my lid. So this machine, and by the way, they last forever. They're like dinosaurs. They just never really go away. Even if you want them to. No. And there you go. You have soup.
That's it.
Now, tell me, who doesn't have time to do that? And you're going to be surprised by the taste of this. And I don't I like to leave it with a little bit of texture.
And I just, like magic, I took over.
Yes.
This is wonderful. When you first made this, I'm like, there is no way I'm eating that stuff.
I know, no way.
I am like, not
she
happening.
fights me all the time. She's like a child.
Every
Then you
time,
get
I'm
it-
like, I'm
and
not
then
gonna do it.
Yeah, and then I get it in her, and guess what?
I'm like, ooh, I like it.
She does really good. So we're going to open up an avocado, and that's how you do it. You just go down the middle. To get rid of the pit, just put your knife in it, hit it,
That's
ta-da. And we're going to cut this, and we're going to put this on top of our soup. Avocados are actually a fruit. They have more fiber than any other fruit. They are full, again, of good fat. We need fat. Fat stimulates the metabolism, doesn't it, Teresa? It does. It really does. And we need it for everything, our skin and everything else. But it also is a precursor to the master antioxidant glutathione. That is an antioxidant that only your body can make, and as we age, it stops making it. You don't want to take a supplement of glutathione because it will stop your body from making it. But avocado is one of the foods, thank God, because I love avocado, that actually helps to stimulate your own production of glutathione.
And if you don't like it like me, then you can have it in the chocolate mousse that you make. You can still get it, but
Right.
it tastes really good.
Well, that's interesting because the other thing about avocado is that it takes on any flavor that you put with it. So if you
Right.
put chocolate with it, it takes it on. If you put lime with it, I make a lime pudding, a key lime pudding with avocado and zucchini, and then add the lime juice, and it is tastes just like key lime
Right.
pudding. It's in my cookbook. It's
Well,
great.
I have to make because my daughter loves chocolate.
Yes.
Loves chocolate. So I
Well,
am
let's
making
get a
her
bowl
the mousse.
here, and I'll put some. And then Dorothy, I want to see your face when you eat it, because I
All
know.
right.
So you've got the cilantro. All right. Then we're just going to garnish it with a couple pieces of cilantro. All right. Teresa, would you like a bowl of soup?
Come on, Teresa.
Okay, me and Teresa are good friends, and I love to cook for this woman or make any kind of food for her. Do not think that because she is this tiny girl that she does not eat, because she
I like to
eats.
eat.
and I love to cook for people who like to eat, and she loves to eat.
And I love your cooking.
Oh, thank
and your live food.
Yes. So she is great to make food for. There you
Thank
go.
you.
All right.
This is so good.
Isn't that yummy?
Oh,
Bon
I
appetit
love it. I
down
love
there.
it.
You know what's so great is my 10-year-old daughter loves this.
Well, would you like to come up and have some?
Do you want
It's
some, Angela?
even better today.
All right.
We don't need
She
to
can
put
take
the
up mine.
avocado. Oh, she'll eat some of
Every
Grandma's.
day it changes. It's made with love.
That's
and
why
when you
there's
make
extra love today.
yes,
Nice.
and when you
Good.
make your
Loves it.
food with love, it's amazing.
How about bringing Shay up here? Shay, come on,
Will
try
Shay
it.
try it? Give Shay a new spoon.
Are you okay with this?
Angela, do you want avocado?
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Because Shay doesn't eat anything.
It's a little hot.
Shay eats chicken nuggets.
That's good.
All right. Hey, Mama
Hey.
Venus strikes
Hey.
again. I could get a kid to eat
like
it. Gazpacho. Yes. So I just really want to
wanna try some
show
more?
again how easy it is to make healthy,
so
clean
good.
food for your loved ones, your family, your friends, children.
They love
and
it.
and they love it, and you're not harming their bodies. And this way, make 80% of your food really good and healthy. The other 20%, she can have her chicken nuggets. So anyway, I'm glad that we did this. The next thing we're going to do is a cashew cheese. What do you think of that?
You will love that.
Everybody
We're gonna
loves that.
We're going to break for a song.
Okay.
Yes.
And then we're going to come back with cashew cheese. This is my favorite.
Well, I'd rather be an old-time Christian Lord than anything I know. The prophet is born near the altar.
the Bible held tightly in his hand.
Repent of your sins, you must be born again. There's just one way to enter glory land. Oh, I am just an old-time Christian who's living in a new modern age. I still like to read from the old King James and bow on my knees when I pray. I believe in the God of the Bible, who has the power to redeem and bring revival. His holy word won't change just to suit this modern day, so I'm holding to the old-fashioned way.
Many preachers of the day are educated, holding bachelor and doctor of degrees. And the singers sound so good and are entertaining. Why, they never miss a beat or go off key. Now the study and the practice, they're important, but we cannot forget the Holy Spirit's part. For all the knowledge we've attained will be of little earthly gain unless anointed and given from the heart.
I am just an old-time Christian who's living in a new modern age. I still like to read from the old King James and bow on my knees when I pray. I believe in the God of the Bible, who has the power to redeem and bring revival. His holy word won't change just to suit this modern day, so I'm holding to the old-fashioned way. I am just an old-time Christian who's living in a new modern age. I still like to read from the old King James and bow on my knees when I pray. I believe in the God of the Bible, who has the power to redeem and bring revival. His holy word won't change just to suit this modern day, so I'm holding to the old-fashioned way.
His holy word won't change just to suit this modern day, so I'm holding
To the old-fashioned
old-fashioned way.
I'm holding to the old-fashioned
Well, I've been having a great time eating this spicy.
I know, I figured I better come in here and talk to Venus because you're over here eating it all, so it's good, isn't it?
It's wonderful.
I know. You already were sneaking in the chocolates
And
too,
just
weren't
think how
you?
good
Snuck
that
in
is
the
for you.
chocolate.
You know, how
I
easy you
yeah.
snuck chocolate. I know, I
did.
saw you.
It's
good.
But how easy was that to get all those vegetables in?
Wasn't
You know,
it?
we need more vegetables in our diet. So you've got to find ways to do it. Nobody just wants to sit down and always eat a salad or always just eat steamed vegetables. Let's find fun ways to
Right.
get them in.
Oh, this is a good way.
And
I'm
that's why-
excited because I have every bit of that in my garden. Even
All
the
right.
cilantro.
And
I
that
was so
recipe is on
excited.
venusdemarco.org. So you can find that. It's
get the
so simple.
recipes.
Yes, all
and
these
you get
recipes.
her book,
Yes, her book, Fearless.
Fearless.
Yes.
Cancer survivor. Did not
Healed
have
of
chemo.
cancer.
Healed
Yes.
completely. 8 years, no chemo, and just decided to go God's way.
That's right.
And the
God's the best
natural way.
alternative cure I know.
But
Yeah.
it's not just nutrition. It's not just diet.
That's right.
It's mind, body, spirit.
That's
The
right.
whole
That's right.
being.
The whole thing.
And that's in my cookbook, which you can also get on my website. I say it's food for the mind, the body, and the soul.
Right. Well,
All
now
right.
this is
Now the
by
spirit, the
far
body,
my
and-
favorite.
This is my favorite.
All right. So
Everybody's favorite.
we're gonna make cheese, but it's really
not cheese.
not made with dairy, but it's still cheese. For people like me, this is cheese.
I love it.
And I used to be a cheese addict. That's what I can tell you. My go-to food when I was stressed or I got home was cheese. Cheese is extremely addicting. That's why we like it. Think about it. It's very salty. It's very comforting because cheese, or all dairy products, actually produce dopamine in the brain. And that dopamine makes us feel really good. It's in lots of, it's an opiate, think of, and those type of drugs that make people feel really good. That's what's in cheese, is dopamine. So it does, it's very addicting. So is milk, all the dairy products are very addicting because of
Milk
that.
and
But I'm
cookies.
just going to say this one more time. Dairy is just snot. And it just makes mucus in your body. And you know what? Then it causes you to get inflamed. It's very acidic. The protein is too harsh. You cannot even assimilate it in the body. It is not a good protein source. I know they try to tell you milk does the body good. I might have to disagree with that. So they've also proven that anything over any dairy over 5% can cause the increased growth of tumors because of the insulin growth factor that is in dairy, even organic dairy, so it doesn't matter. So I love cheese and I like food, so I had to find a way to make something that reminded me of cheese. And I have many cheese recipes. This is not the only one I do, but this one's easy and it's so good and you can use it so many ways. So we're going to use it today as an appetizer or a dip. It can be used in, I made you a wrap once. I used just a big wrap. I used a brown rice
and you
wrap.
also did quesadillas.
I did
You
quesadillas.
both, and they were
so
beautiful.
Yeah, so I made this cheese and then put it on the wrap, put all kinds of avocado and vegetables and greens and rolled it up. It was great. Then when we were all done, I made everybody quesadillas. I, put it in a pan, heated it up. I put all kinds of, anything we had left, roasted red peppers, everything, and then served it with avocado and salsa, and it was fabulous. So there's many things you can do with this. So we're going to use cashews. I like to use cashews and macadamias for a lot of creamy dishes. So for lots of desserts or cheeses. You can also do almonds, but you have to peel them, so it takes a lot longer. You don't have to soak cashews, but I soak them anywhere from 2 to 4 hours before I make a cheese because it just makes it creamier. So we're going to put 2 cups of cashews in our amazing Vitamix. All right. Then we're going to add lemon juice. In the recipe it says 3 tablespoons. If you want to put 4, go for it. I like really tangy cheese. So this is about 4 tablespoons.
All right.
All right. We're going to put salt. We're not going to put these in yet. We're going to put onion powder. We like flavor, right? Now, when we first make this, it'll be, sometimes it comes out thicker, sometimes it comes out a little watery, a little watery, but once it sits in the freezer, in the fridge, it can set up. And we're putting nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is great because it tastes very cheesy. It's very high in protein and B vitamins and probiotics, so it's very good for the gut. All vegetarians should really add this to their diet. It is not the kind of yeast you use to raise bread. It is very nutritional and it's just fabulous. Sometimes I'll just take it and sprinkle it over my pasta to give it that cheesy flavor, or I'll take a little tiny food processor and put Brazil nuts in there and Himalayan salt and some nutritional yeast and grind it up, and you have Parmesan cheese. And it tastes just like Parmesan cheese.
Wonderful.
Then we're going to put some water in here. And then we're going to turn on this loud machine, and we're going to go to town. And you just got to work it. You cannot hurt this machine. And while you're doing this, just lift your ribs, burn some sugar, tuck your butt. Now you always want to taste your food. That was a workout.
I'll taste it.
Well, all right. Well, we're not ready yet, Dorothy.
We're not
Dorothy
ready.
loves
Saying
the
She wants
cheese.
to taste the food.
You want to make sure that it needs a little more salt.
All right.
And I had a bowl of salt right behind you. All right. So I'm going to put some more salt in here. It's got a nice tang to it, but definitely needs more salt. So again, to always taste your food and adjust it to your liking. And I'm going to just put a tiny bit more water. Not much. All right. And we have cheese. Now we're going to make this an herb cheese because we're going to use it as a appetizer. And let's see, let me have the, and you don't want to waste any of it, so get it off of here.
No, you
Dorothy
really
will be
don't, 'cause
running
she'll be-
after this
I'll
plunger
tell you
trying to
what,
lick it.
This is the best
She loves
of everything
this.
she makes.
Thank you. Thank
Oh.
you, beautiful assistant.
There you
Come here,
go.
Aunt
Now
Jemima.
she'll start licking it. Yeah.
Yeah, they lick the spoon for the brownie bowl.
Yeah. And then you're just going to put this in a dish.
You can share it.
Again, how easy is this? Now, you can just serve it like this, but we're having a party, so we're going to make it like a dip. And we're going to add shallots and chopped minced parsley. You could add chives. You could add cilantro. You could add rosemary. In my cookbook, I even have a sweet cream cheese where I make a cashew cheese, of course, without, you know, the onion powder and everything. And I add frozen or just fresh berries to it and make like a sweet cream
Wow.
cheese. See, it's just, the sky's the limit when it comes to food. The cookbook I love. It's a companion to Fearless. All right, so now you can lick this later, Dorothy. All right, so yes, so we're going to take a little bit of parsley.
A little.
Yes, a little. Dorothy, you crack me up. You know, there always is one, right? Well, and then we're just going to.
And then there's Dorothy.
Yes, and then there's Dorothy, the special child. The one that everybody loves. And we do love Dorothy. So we can tease her because we love her. And now look at this. This is an amazing, and look how much it made. So there's so much that you can do with this, right?
Well, that's my bowl. Where's everybody else's?
Okay.
I guess Dorothy gets the blender. Here you go, Dorothy.
I gave
So-
it to the children. They were there dipping it. But look at this. Go ahead and have it.
Oh, no
I
problem.
love it so much.
Come on,
girls.
Teresa.
Little girls,
come on.
come on.
Come, please, because she's going to show us that, you know,
like it,
how to
Sally?
do
You want
another
this one?
exercise in the kitchen.
While everyone's tasting,
Yes.
I like to show little sneaky ways to fit in fitness while you're in the kitchen. Use that countertop. So everyone, while you're munching with one hand, the other hand, press your pinky so that you feel your ribs lift up and you activate the lats. Feel
So
that?
eat with one hand and press with the
Okay, so
other.
the opposite hand of what you're pressing, press the heel down and pull up your toe. Now the other leg, make sure the knee is bent. Now tuck your tailbone, press the ribs up. So
Yeah.
So now the hand that you're pressing and the foot that has the toes up, bring
I'm
that
doing the wrong
knee
one.
up. Bring the knee up. You don't have to bring
in-
it up
I'm
as
in
high as mine.
3-inch
Yes,
heels.
you can do it in heels. You just lift your
I
knee a
am.
little bit. Okay,
I'm
but
doing
what
it.
you do
I'm doing
is,
it.
now look at my foot because you can't see their feet. You press the heel and you pull up the toe and you make sure the toe is turned in. So you don't have it to the center of your body. You have your ankle right underneath the knee. So the toe is pulled up, slightly turned in. So while you're pressing,
cheating.
you do a little pulse. Two, three, 4. Now hold it there. Little dip. 2, 3, repeat. Little lift. 2, 3, once more. Little dip, but keep pressing so the ribs don't drop. Now see, you can do that real easy. Now switch the feet.
Yeah, because I'm in balance
Switch the
now.
hand. Now I got to do the other side. So I'll pretend, because I have the core balance. So press that, pull up the toe. Now make sure the other knee is bent and keep your tailbone tucked. Ribs are up, pressing it. Here we go. Bring it up, get your balance. Toe is up, press the heel down. Lift, 2, while you're pressing that hand. Then dip, 2. Yes, you can once more. Lift it up, 2. Working core balance and dip, 2, 3, 4. Then you have another bite.
Now we can get the chocolate.
Now we can get the chocolate. Yes. Well, what do you think? Are you
Is it
just over
tasty?
there eating?
That's
Did we
why I have
bust you?
there.
You have me here so you.
While they're
She
getting
brought me
that
in so
chocolate,
she could eat.
let me show another sneaky fit one, okay?
right.
A lot of people forget about
There you go.
exercising their
Have some
feet. So
chocolate.
you can be barefoot, or I have very soft shoes. So I'm going to turn out your feet, think like that, bend your knees. Tuck your tailbone, ribs are up. We'll do this really quick. Just lift one heel as high as you can. Put that heel down. Lift the other foot, heel as high as you can. Repeat the other leg. Lift one heel as high as you can. Is your tailbone tucked? Is your ribs up? If not, press. Lift the other heel high as you can. Now lift both. Press, lift 2, 3, drop heels. Press, lift 2, 3, both feet. Yes, you can. I'm looking back and make sure my class is doing it. And then there you go. Press it to come on up. You worked your feet.
Thank
Ready
you.
for dessert.
All right.
Tell me, why is that one important?
So if you have conditions like plantar fasciitis, you want to work the muscles in your feet, the arch underneath as well as the muscles on the top. So that lifting of the heels as high as you can is stretching the arches and at the same time stretching the muscles in the toes. So dropping one heel, lifting, dropping one heel, lifting, you're actually working the muscles in your feet, and that'll be a perfect one to add for you. And you can sneak it in at the kitchen.
Yes.
Can I have a chocolate now?
Well, Teresa,
Yes, you've earned it. You've earned it. You've earned
It's a
it.
very
Did you
good
eat
dessert.
yours? What? Of course I did.
So look at this. Now, if you were having people over for dinner, you could add, you would maybe serve
Appetizer.
them an appetizer, give them some soup, maybe a big green salad or some steamed broccoli, or or a big dish of coleslaw. I love coleslaw. And then come out with
Dessert.
this afterwards. What a hit you'll be.
And you are.
Oh. But I just think that, fellowshipping around food is a really important thing. It gathers families.
Christians do it the best.
Yes.
But it's usually fried chicken, all
Mashed
the things.
potatoes and gravy,
Mashed
chicken
potatoes
fried steak. I know.
Macaroni and
I just
cheese.
moved here I just moved to Florida from Texas, so I know about that. But we need to fellowship, and this is when we can just sit around and talk.
And now we have your recipes
Yes.
to do it.
We're going to be back in a little bit, but we're going to the Lord family, and they're going to sing That I Could Still.
From these eyes that now can see, deprive me of the food I eat, and even bind my hands and my feet, but as long as I know Jesus, I know that I can still go free, that I could still go free. What kind of man would have reached down his hand and do this for me? So unworthy to live, yet not fit to care, but that a man on the cross, he put me in his will, and he said that I could still go free. Oh, I never could quite understand why a king would want to leave his throne just to don the robe of an earthly man, to feel the pain of flesh then to later trod that lonely path that led to Calvary. For those blood-red stains, they broke all my chains and said that I could still go free, that I could still go free.
What kind of man would reach down his hand and do this for me, just
So unworthy to live, yet not fit to care.
man on the cross, he put me in his will, and he said that I could still go free.
Well, I hope you have enjoyed all of these different cooking segments. And I'm telling you, and I know I've said it once before, but I was so impressed.
thank
Because
you.
truthfully, in a million years, I would not have thought I would eat that. And it is so flavorful.
It is, and it's live food, so it actually gives you energy and makes you feel good. You don't get tired after you
Right.
eat this food. If that was cheese and that was hot soup with lots of meat and or ground beef and beef broth and cheese and all of that, and that was real chocolate with dairy, after you ate it, you would be tired.
Right.
What this does is energize you because it feeds your body. It gives you nutrients and it doesn't spike your insulin.
Right.
So-
And, I mean, it's amazing. And so now, if people wanted more recipes, because they're like, you know, I want to try that, where would they find more recipes?
You can find
like
some
this?
recipes on my website, venusdemarco.org, and that's VenusDemarco.org. And there's free recipes on there, and then my cookbook, my Healing Kitchen is on there. It is a download. There's over 84 recipes on there. And you cannot believe it's only $12.99.
Right.
You can also find Fearless
Well,
on there.
Or they can call here and get Fearless.
Yes, you can call here
so
and get
For a
Fearless.
donation of $20 to the ministry,
I'm sorry,
they
I
can
forgot
get the
about that.
book Fearless. And this is your story. But, you know, and I know Dorothy was talking about people with cancer, but I don't believe this is a book just for people with cancer. This is a book for people that are dealing with unforgiveness, hurts, emotions. It's basically, it's preventative.
But it's also a book just to read. It's a funny story. I
Right.
mean, you know me. I went on a crazy journey.
I laughed.
I mean, I wanted to find the good, the bad, and the ugly in the natural world of healing. And let me tell you, I did. I even had a woman who thought if she held a crystal above my breast, the tumor would literally come out if she held it there long enough. I let her hold it for a long time. and then I finally said, your arm's going to break off. I mean, good things, bad things, it's funny,
Right.
you get to know a lot about me. So it's also just a good read. It's an
Right.
inspirational story, but I hope it inspires you to want to take better care of yourself and to live a very joyful life and always seek the Lord first. No matter what, let's seek the Lord first in all aspects of your
Right.
life.
And in doing this, you also incorporated
T-Tap. T-Tap is all over this
And
book.
T-Tap, I'm telling you. Okay. You think there is nothing to, I'm telling you, you will feel it in every
Yes.
part of your body. When I am done spending the day with her, by the end of the day, I'm like, oh, I got to work out just hanging out with her.
Just hanging out and making lift
Because
your
she's
ribs.
like, lift it, lift it. I mean, just around her, it's like, oh, okay.
Just stand tall.
I can
Power
stand
up
tall,
posture.
power posture. But really, it affects. And when I look at you and think, you don't lift weights, it's all.
No, I haven't done weights in 35 years, and I when I did my back muscle moves, you were like,
I was like, I said, I wish the cameras can get those. Y'all see those back muscles? I'm sitting behind her. I'm like, wow, she's ageless.
and that's what we should all strive to be, ageless.
Right.
You know, not just
It's not
look
a number.
good,
Age isn't a
feel
number.
and function at your best.
Right.
I mean, we really are a machine, and that's why I love the food, live enzymes. I've worked at holistic institutes. I've met other holistic healers and chefs, and so I've had a comparative. Yes, I was raised on Southern food. I've fried everything.
I've seen you eat.
And I don't always eat perfectly live, but that's why
nobody
Venus
does.
says you don't have to if you just make sure you get live food. But
Right.
this is probably some of the most savory. Plus, you like a kick. I like spicy food, so I like full flavor.
Yes.
And when you feed your body just a little bit of this type of food, and you move your body just a little bit, like T-tap, bend it, tuck it, lift it, keep knees out, edge your toes, just a little bit of good food, a little bit of movement, mindful movement, and the body does the rest.
Right.
It digests, assimilates, and eliminates. Because
And
we all got
that's right.
fiber, because Venus has taught us today, it helps us
Eliminate.
eliminate.
To the colon. Now remember that they're just changing your diet to 51%
Yes.
or more will up your immune system. It actually increases your white blood count. So
Right.
it's very, very important to include live foods to increase and stimulate the immune system. So you've got the T-tap to eliminate, build muscle, to stimulate your metabolism. You got food that's going to help with the immune system also.
Digest and
which
assimilate
tastes
it.
wonderful.
Yes, and nutritious. And
And-
that's the key.
Let me tell you, this $20 book was a lot cheaper than the $250 insert
Yes,
that they
exactly.
wanted for my shoes.
And become
And-
less pain.
And I mean, 3 years I dealt with plantar fasciitis. I know there's people out there who have dealt with it. It is like walking on glass. And for that simple little tip that you told me to do, to be pain-free, and really it didn't take that much time for
No,
it to
not at all. And so since you're all thinking, now what's this tip? Because you're hearing it for the first time. Inside your shoes, everyone, just shift your weight into your heels.
Yep.
In fact, I'm going to give a little peek because you can see my shoes. Look at my shoes because I've got white around the edge. So most people let all of their weight go into their big toe. So shift your weight out to the edge, into your heels. That alone will help your body take the pain away.
It does. It's
Off to the
amazing.
edges of
It's
the feet.
amazing.
Well, and then this is the other offer you have, and let me get it here. It's these two,
For $20.
$20.
Yes.
But this one,
Turn
I
it
think.
around so you see the front of this one.
Oops,
Tap cord.
look at
Yeah.
me, I'm
Tap cord.
backwards.
That's okay.
But this one here, I think, is wonderful for homeschoolers. And you know what I think is also great? When my son, who is so full of energy, before homework, it's easy to do something like this, get some
Balances
of
the
that energy
brain.
out,
Them
balances the brain, and then guess what? It's time to do homework. So this is wonderful. And so for $20, you get these two here.
And this has a
healthy
10-minute
hormones
workout on it.
with a 10-minute workout. And then this one here, which has
9 moves that you just fit in fitness anytime, anywhere.
two of Dorothy's favorites that I know of, butterflies and the
hoedowns.
Go down.
Hoedowns. she
happy
loves.
hoedowns.
Happy
That's what I like to call them.
hoedowns.
Happy hoedowns, because you feel so happy
Yeah,
afterwards.
you can't
'cause
be
you release-
grumpy.
you
You at
can't.
least you laugh at yourself.
Exactly.
Exactly. So I would call and get these because it will make a difference. They're not just small little moves that you make.
Plus you're helping the station.
Plus you're helping the station. And then there is T-tap more
Right.
for people who are
More health issues.
more health issues. They need more help,
More weight to lose.
more weight. And this
And
one
they
was
get more workouts because they get 5 workouts, so it's $50, so $10 a workout.
So there you go.
That is a great
So you
deal.
want to call and get those and learn to eat healthy. Learn to eat healthy.
Honor your body. Honor the temple.
That's right. This
what
is a
God
temple. And
says.
it's the only one we have.
It is. We're supposed
It's
to
the
take
only
care
one
of
you're
it,
going to have.
respect
You
it.
have to take care of it, respect it.
And I'm
But
proof
it's like
you
you
can
said.
heal. I'm proof the body can heal with good nutrition and good food and supplements and movement and thought. Here I am today, 8 years later, cancer-free.
Right. Without any surgery,
And
without
they
any
were, and the
chemo.
medical field did not believe that was going to happen.
Right.
But here I am.
And she's vibrant.
Yes,
and
happy.
beautiful and happy.
Oh, thanks.
So, well, I just thank you ladies for coming and
I love
being
these
with
girls.
us. And we
Awesome.
just, I mean, it's just the
Sisters.
girls' time, sisters.
Sisters, yes,
Except for
indeed.
I don't quite fit in with the, you know, the light skin and the light hair, but
Oh, but you've got
yeah,
hair.
hair.
Yes, and
So anyway, call in, $50, $20, $20,
and $20.
$20. You're helping the ministry.
Yes,
Same
help the
time you are
ministry.
helping your body.
All
And
right.
It's the only one you have. You need to take care of it. Yes, God heals, but
We have to do our part
we have
too.
to do
That's
our part
right. We have to
too.
be
Win-win.
responsible.
So while we go off and enjoy all this wonderful
Yes.
food, I hope you take and call the station and say, you know, I want to make some lifestyle changes. I can do this. And we just thank you for watching and for being a part of us. And I think now that we're going off, it's time for us to eat.
Yay.
Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you here next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.